Hello everyone, my name is Arvin Diliana. My ID student is 33 220021, and today I'm going to present my cross-cultural understanding midterm project. There are two parts in this presentation, so this is the part one. The part one is about intercultural communication. The explanation in intercultural communication refers to the process of exchanging information between people from different cultural backgrounds. It involves understanding differences in language, belief, values, and communication styles. In today's globalized world, intercultural communication is very important because people from various countries work, study, and interact together physically and online. Effective intercultural communication helps avoid misunderstanding, build respect, and promote successful cooperation among individuals and organizations. Challenge in intercultural communication. The first is language barriers. Different vocabulary, accents, or idioms can create confusion. The second is stereotypes and prejudice. Assuming negative things about a culture before knowing the truth can cause conflict. The third is different communication style. High contact cultures, for example, Japan and Indonesia, rely on indirect message and share understanding. Low context cultures, for example, USA, Germany, prefer direct and clear communication. The fourth is different communication style. Eye contact, gesture, and personal space vary across cultures. Okay, real life example. A well-known example is the collaboration between Nissan from Japan and Renault from France. The initial merger faced problems because Japan's employees prefer indirect decision making and long discussion, while French leaders use a direct and fast decision style. At first, this caused tension and misunderstanding. However, they later adapted by learning each other's cultural approach and create a successful global partnership. Okay, the relationship between language and culture. Explanation. Language and culture are deeply connected. Language reflects cultural values, belief, and tradition. At the same time, culture shapes how language is used. A famous linguistic concept says language is a mirror of culture. When a culture changes, its language also changes, new words appear, and old ones disappear. Example. There are two examples. The first is politeness expression, and the second is identity and values. Politeness expression. Japanese use honorifics, for example, san and sama, to show respect. In Indonesian, often use soft expression like mungkin, maaf, and boleh saya tanya. And in American, tend to speak more directly, such as I disagree, instead of using indirect hint. And identity and value. In Arabic, in Arabic cultures, language emphasizes religion. For example, inshallah and alhamdulillah. Korean speech, uh, Korean speech levels show social hierarchy for informal and formal language. Misunderstanding example: a Korean student compliment her American classmate. Wow, you gained weight. You look healthier now. The American was shocked and offended because in Western culture, commenting on weight is seen as rude or too personal. But in Korea, It can actually be a friendly or caring comment that shows you notice someone's well-being. Misunderstanding like this are common because what sounds kind in one culture can sound offensive in other. So this is the part one. The first is cultural barriers. The first main cultural barriers using Hofstede and Hall's theory. According to Hofstede, cultural dimension and Hall's context theory, the main barriers are the first is power distance and hierarchy. Japan and Indonesia have high power distance. Subordinates tend to avoid challenging authority. Germany has low power distance, encourage open discussion. The second is individualism versus collectivism. Germany is individualistic, valuing direct expression. Indonesia and Japan are collective, prioritizing group harmony and indirect communication. The third is communication context. From Hall, Japan and Indonesia are high context cultures. Messages are indirect and rely on shared understanding. Germany is low context. Messages are explicit and direct. Data or evidence. Research by Hofstede Insight 2023 shows individualism score Germany 67, hike, Japan 46, Indonesia 14 is collective, power distance Indonesia 78, Japan 45, and Germany 35. A study by Tromperners 2012 found that Asian employees tend to avoid open disagreement to, uh, to maintain group harmony, while Westerns value clarity and debate. Effect on teamwork and decision making. Cultural misunderstanding cause misinterpret silence. Japanese silence seen as agreement, wrong decision made. Avoidance behavior. Indonesian didn't express problems. Deadline missed. Perceived harness. German feedback seen as rude. It's tension and low morale. Team chosen. Team chosen weakness because trust and understanding were not aligned. Strategies to improve collaboration is cross-cultural training. Provide cultural awareness workshop to explain each member's communication style. Use mediators or rotating leaders. Allow equal participation by rotating who leads meetings. Establish clear communication norms. Set rules like silent doesn't mean agreement. And feedback should focus on tasks, not people. The second is culture. The second is analysis of the communication failure. The failure occurred because the company used Asian culture values, collectivism, and emotional warmth. In Europe, in European market that values professionalism and individuality, European audience found the ad sentimental and lacking focus on product quality or uniqueness. Supporting data. According to Nielsen Global Marketing Report 2022, European consumer prefer advertising that emphasize innovation, quality, and lifestyle rather than emotional or family themes. Asia Pacific Marketing Trends, Kantar 2023, shows that active 88% of Asian ads use emotional storytelling. In contrast, only 29% of European ads do so. How's that data? Individualism. Western Europe, UK 89, Germany 67. It's very high, and Indonesia is 40. It's very collective. Very collective it is. Influence of cultural values. Collectivism versus individualism. Indonesia focused on community and shared values, family-centered messaging, and Europe focused on personal choice and independence, prefers rational appeal. High context versus low context communication. Indonesian ads rely on emotional tone and visual storytelling, high context. Europeans prefer straightforward, informative, and product-focused messaging or low context. Receive marketing strategy. To appeal to European audience, highlight product quality and designs. Focus on durability, craftsmanship, and sustainability rather than emotion. Use neutral professional tone. Replace emotional narration with simple, factual information. Feature individual experience. Show how the furniture fits modern, independent lifestyle instead of large family gathering. Example, instead of a family sharing moment together, use a stylish space that reflects your personality. Okay, the last. Okay, next is nonverbal communication issues. The first is checking the watch. In Arab culture, it signals boredom or impatience. While personal distance, Arab prefers close proximity as a sign of warmth and respect. Lack of contact or gesture can be perceived as disinterest or arrogance. Nonverbal communication. The second is data or research finding. Edward T. Hall, 1966, identified major a difference in proxemics use of space. Americans prefer 60 until 90 centimeter of personal space. Arabs 30 until 45 centimeter, much closer interaction. Time perception. Americans are monochronic. Time is money. Punctuality is crucial. Arabs is polychronic. Time is flexible. Relationship take priority. According to a study by Lewis, 2018, 78% of Arab professionals consider frequent watch checking disrespectful. How nonverbal signals affect business? Nonverbal cues influence trust, comfort, and relationship building. The American seems rushed and distant. Arab client lost trust. Misinterpretation of body language cause emotional tension. Deal failed. In intercultural business, relationship often matters more than speed or efficiency. Recommended strategies: cultural sensitivity training. Teach teach negotiators about Arab norms, close proximity, patience, and face-to-face warmth. Adapt body language, maintain steady eye contact, avoid looking at the watch, and use respectful gestures. Build personal rapport first. Start with informal conversation before discussing business, as relationship building is vital in Arab culture. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.